Today, my guides brought through some very powerful questions for us. And that is, what are you willing to give up in order to become that which you desire? And here's the really deep one. What dreams are you willing to give up for the dreams in which you truly desire on a soul level? Because here's the thing, our world has told us so many of the dreams that we think we should have, that we think we should be becoming and attaining and achieving, but they will never truly satiate you in the way that a desire from your soul is going to. And so really, this isn't just about becoming the person who is successful and who is all of these things that you think that you should be, but actually letting all of those die and release those in order to actually become the vision and version in which your soul is calling you up to be. And this can be terrifying. There's no sugarcoating to this. This can be terrifying to let go of what we think we should be attaining and what we should be becoming. But the truth is that there is a soul desire implanted within you that you came here in this lifetime to fulfill. And so we can chase these things, and it's all set up so perfectly. It's all set up, the distractions and everything, so that you would find your way home. But when we chase things and become things that we weren't, it's all perfect, right? It's all going to lead us to our soul desire. But the faster that we can get on our soul's path and live from the place of becoming what our soul desires, because here's the thing, this may require becoming and doing and acting in ways that our human doesn't understand, that our mind could not wrap its head around, because it might look completely different. And so, are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up that which you think you are supposed to become for what you are truly supposed to become, for what you are truly desiring to become? Because when we live in alignment with our soul's truth, with our soul's path, with our soul's destiny, with our soul pull, with our soul's desires, there's truly nothing more rewarding. And so how do we begin to go about doing this? Well, one of the first steps that I always do with my clients is see what blocks are in the field, because so often these blocks that are in our field are actually clouding our clear perception. And so these blocks and things that have happened in this lifetime or past can be preventing us from seeing clearly, because they are covering up. So perhaps the wound of desiring to be loved is from that happened in this lifetime that caused that wound, or past lifetimes. And so what you are trying to do now is trying to do something in order to prove that you may be loved. But when we can overcome these blocks and release these blocks from the field, then we no longer need to prove ourselves, and we can actually just become ourselves. And isn't that a powerful thing? Because you don't have anything to prove to anyone. This is you and God, you and Source, you and the universe, your soul and truth. And while it looks very real, it all looks so real, it feels so real to our human, that there are things that we are meant to prove and become and do and see and achieve. And I get it. It's one of the hardest things to let go of those constructs in order to actually attain and allow and bring forth and birth our true essence into the world. But the thing is that when we birth our true essence into the world, actually nothing is more rewarding or fulfilling. And now we are actually that pillar of light for others, for humanity. Because humanity needs you and your unique light, your unique coded frequency. There is no other frequency like yours. There is no other light like yours. There is no other way in which information can be delivered like you can. There is no other way in which the healing can be done like you can. There is no other way in which things are done in which the way that you do them. We all have our own unique trades and tricks and secrets and ways in which we do things, and energetically in which we become things and share them with the world and with others, and to rob the world of this gift by becoming something that we think we should be is one of the greatest disservices that we can do for humanity. Your soul signed up to come here in this crazy time that we are in. I feel like we say this all of the time, like this crazy time, but really every time in history there is something crazy going on. But this particular time in history, there are some very fascinating things going on with the abundance of information and the abundance of things coming to the light and the abundance of people's innate gifts and technologies turning on. And so in that arena in which we are all playing in right now, there are unique skills and frequencies and codes which need to come through and be birthed into the collective right now. And so to rob people of this, and you might not even know what these are, but here's the thing. When you work on becoming your soul's path, your soul's desire, your soul's truth, and your soul's mission and purpose and destiny, you are fulfilling those. And again, this goes against logic and what our mind thinks and what our mind has been programmed to believe we need to be doing and becoming and achieving. And so are you willing to let go of those, to let go of the identities that you have created to keep you safe, the identities that, quite frankly, are no longer serving, the identities that are covering up for the traumas and the unseen and unhealed parts of you? Can you let those go? This really begins with beginning to ask the questions to our soul and to our guides, which I outline so beautifully and perfectly in the miracle frequency. So if you're not in the miracle frequency, all of the information for that is going to be below, because this is how we begin to work with energy, by communicating with our guides in specific ways in which bring forth the desired answers and outcomes. And then from here, all we really have to do is follow, because the path is laid out. And so really our only job ever is to get into alignment and follow, get into alignment and follow, get into alignment and follow. It's simple. It's quite simple. Our society has just made it out to be quite complex and to take all of this time and have to need these formulas and do these things and all of these everything. But no, the answers, my friends, are quite simple. Get into alignment and follow. This could be, there's lots of other words for this, but I like that phrase. Get into alignment and follow. And I show you how to do this in the miracle frequency, how to work with your angels and guides to support you in your journey, and how to ask the right questions to align you in your journey, and how to interpret the signs and synchronicities as you are living in the miracle frequency to get you on your path, to have you know you're on your path, and trust. Because really, when we go all in, this is when we trust. And so really there's an invitation to go all in on you. Go all in on your soul's mission and purpose and desires. And this, you will see energy moving rapidly. You will see everything expand to support you. And this is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and humanity and to Source, is to live your truth, to live your mission. And so if you need help with this, get in the miracle frequency. And if you're needing deeper one-on-one, this is where doing a session will be so helpful. All of the information for that will be below. And with that, I'm just sending you all infinite love and light.